I've had a subscriber ask me a question about how nice people are in the South to northern people. Let me read the question for you first. Hi, Tony. I am looking to move to Morganton, North Carolina. I was wondering if people are friendly to people from the north. I was told by some people that small towns are not that welcoming to northerners. I am from a really small town on the Jersey Shore, not a big city. My hometown is only 1 square mile long, so I'm used to living in a small community. I love your videos and appreciate all you do. I'm taking a vacation this April for a week and will be staying in Mooresville, but plan on taking a ride to Morganton to check it out. So, first of all, thanks for asking. The quick answer for those of you who don't like to watch a long video is I think you'll be fine in Morganton. I don't think people will be overly mean to you. There are always exceptions to this. Let me dive into this a little bit deeper, but those of you who want the quick answer, there it is. I can't imagine that you'd be treated really badly here in Morganton. So, first of all, you're from a small town, so you know what to expect. There are all kinds of people in all kinds of towns, as we know that. In the South, people are mostly cordial, friendly people who will listen to you, become your friend if you're willing to be their friend. Um, yeah, they really don't care where you come from. Again, one thing I will say is that a lot of people already that are here are from the North. I work in the healthcare industry or business or whatever we call ourselves. And so most of the doctors are from up north or from another land, or some of them are from farther south or out west, or over, like I say, maybe from the UK, maybe from India, maybe from who knows where. So there are a lot of people that are not from here living here. Now, the most of the people that do live here are from here. I will say this too: most of the people, or a lot of the people that live here, are people that came from areas like where I came from. I'm actually a transplant myself. I'm from the Appalachian Highlands, and I came from a very small town, about 8,000 people, up in the Highlands between Boone and Asheville, a place called Spruce Pine, more specifically a place called Little Switzerland, which is just a small little community up on the ridges there. At any rate, a lot of the people from these smaller towns in this area have come to Morganton and Hickory, North Carolina to find jobs because the jobs are scarce in these other, very small towns. So, yeah, there's not, I guess, some like you got to get into a deep-seated culture here. There is already a blend. We have a lot of Spanish-speaking people here. We have a very thriving Hmong population. I'm trying to say it right, Hmong population. So there and other Asian groups of people that have settled here in the area. We do have African American population, although I'll say probably this area is about 85% white. Maybe I'm wrong on that. It might be more like 81%. You can go check it out. Go check out city data or census.gov or whatever, and you'll be able to find out kind of what the breakdown is here. But I will say this: the northern people that I know of that have moved here, and there have probably been at least 10 families that have moved to this specific little area since I started posting these videos, that have said they watched my videos and that helped them decide to come here. Of the people that I've talked with that have been here for a while, nobody is sorry they came. And now, like I say, it's not as economically thriving maybe as some other places, but there are jobs to be had. If you want to retire, it's a great place to retire. Matter of fact, Burke County, where I live, where Morganton is one of the most popular places in North Carolina to retire to. A lot of people from up north who years ago thought that Florida was the place to go. No bad, listen, no bad talking about Florida, but a lot of people from up north from New York and New Jersey and Connecticut and Massachusetts, all other places up there, will come down and they'll go to Florida and they'll try give it a shot down there. And after a while, I think they get tired of it and they start looking for a place where there's a little bit more variety in the weather, and maybe there's something or something. I don't know what it is, but a lot of people go down there, stay 4 or 5 years, and say, you know what, I think I should have gone about midway somewhere, and they end up in North Carolina. Let me say this: some tips for, I guess, how to fit in here. It is a laid back community. If you're a super type A person, a lot of hustle bustle, you talk, 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 talk a whole lot and don't listen much, it'll be harder for you to fit in with people here, and they might think you're a little uppity. Or I'm just giving just a bit of honest, true advice. If you're the kind of person that rides down the road and people wave to you and you ignore them, or you look at them like, "Why are you waving at me?" Get used to it. People are going to wave at you as you go up down the road. Be cordial and wave. you don't have to win people over here. You don't have to, when you come into a neighborhood and moving, you don't have to go make them cakes or pies or anything. You don't have to do anything to win the folks down here over, but just be a genuine human being and listen to them, talk to them. Rub elbows when you go get a haircut, go to a barbershop and get to know some people, and hear their side. One of the things I'll say, a lot of people will come in and it's all about them. And listen, that just goes across any culture, any place you come to. But get to know the people. The other thing that's going to happen, you're going to probably encounter a lot of church folks. And I go to church myself. In this area, the dominant, I guess, faith around here is the Baptist faith. There are also Methodists, Presbyterians, Lutherans, Episcopals, Catholics. You name it, we've got them here. But it's going to be a lot of Baptist folks. They're not holy rollers like what you see them portrayed on television. If they are, just don't go there. I mean, I don't know any people that are like big time self-righteous or anything. Matter of fact, in North Carolina and the type of Baptist faith that's here that I'm part of, the Bible is a very humbling thing. And so just get used to that. People do believe that doing to others as you'd have done unto you. And that goes the other way too. They want to be done unto as you would be yourself done unto. It's kind of hard to explain it that way, but I guess all I'm saying is, no, you're not going to find deliverance here. No, you're not going to find Macon County line. No, you're not going to find, My Cousin Vinny, where people are out to screw the northern people. It just doesn't happen. I mean, I don't see it anyway. I see no prejudice one way or the other, and I find most of the northern people that move down here, they're so happy, and they wish they'd made the move before now, or before that point in their life. So I wish I had better, more deep advice. Like I say, just be yourself, be a person that people want to be friends with, and don't be overbearing. I mean, don't. I guess one of the things that's kind of not kosher, and this is in the South maybe, or at least this part, we're really more like Mid-Atlantic and Appalachian Highlands mix here. I mean, we're not deep South like Alabama, Mississippi, and Georgia, and South Carolina, all that, and even South Carolina. Folks are a little different in all these different places. Around here, we're kind of humble folks. We stick to ourselves. We mind our own business. There are a lot of people that gossip. One of the best ways you could come down here and just get into trouble is just fall into a gossip mill with somebody. I just highly recommend don't fall into the trap of being a gossiper with people that practice that. And don't get into social media wars down here. If you're an ultra liberal person, listen, there's a mix here. And I will say this: Burke County, where Morganton is mostly Republican county. Just get used to that. And if maybe I have to say this, we're probably not all like big Trump supporters though. We're a different kind of Republican here. Like me, I'm sort of a John Kasich sort of independent leaning Republican. I don't talk about politics on it. One of the best ways you could come into an area though and start making ripples and become unpopular is you get on social media, Facebook and Twitter and all kinds of stuff, have your liberal views. People don't care. People don't judge around here. Some might, but most don't. And and I'm not discouraging it. You go be a part of the Democratic Party here, which is fairly strong. Say it is just dominantly a very conservative, family values based sort of area. And listen, that makes for pretty good neighbors. People do. It mostly in Western North Carolina or anywhere in the South, people are they're for gun laws. They're for sensible gun laws. They're not for very like take all their guns away type things. I will say this: if you go look up crime in Morganton and particularly Valdez where I live, you're going to find out very, very low crime rate. And yeah, we all have guns and we're super nice to each other and we do go to church and we believe those 10 commandments and the things that Jesus said. And we try to be a good neighbor. And you know what? If you don't believe that, that's cool. We're still going to be a good neighbor to you. Yeah, you might find when you move down here, though, that you would want to go visit a church or something. And I'm just saying that's a good way to give it a shot and find out a little bit more about why people are the way they are here. But like I say, keep to your own business. People don't like to be told what to do with their land or be criticized about, a lot of their personal life. And I would say just go slow. But here's what I'm going to tell you in closing is you'll make some of the best friends of your life. I mean, true blue, awesome people live here. And I don't know what it's like in all the other places. I've only lived in North Carolina my whole life. I've traveled a lot. I've been to a lot of northern states. Used to be a tour guide for a travel company. I spent a lot of time in New York and Cape Cod and on up into Maine and everything. We'd go and do tours. And I have found good people everywhere I've gone. And then I found some people that, aren't the nicest people in the world. And that exists everywhere. There are going to be certain people that are bigoted and narrow-minded. It's just going to happen. And just know that going in. You're not going to make friends of everyone, but you will. It just open up and be nice. And to be nice just means, like I say, be cordial. Ready to get to know people, open, look them in the eye, talk to them, talk from your heart, don't lie to them, and you will make lifelong friends who will be just awesome people in your life, and they'll give you the shirt off their back. It really is that kind of community. It's good people who look out for one another and take care of each other. And so, yeah, I highly recommend the Morganton area. Really, almost all of Western North Carolina. Asheville's more of a strange mix up there. It's a great place to visit and a great place to go shop and eat and enjoy some entertainment. I don't know that I want to live there because it's expensive, and that's where you're going to find your really broad mix of people that may or may not. Most of them up there are great too. I'm just saying the small town community. Since you come from a small town, I think you'll really like small town North Carolina. And yeah, you mentioned you're going to go to Mooresville and do some visiting. As far as I know, Mooresville, same sort of way. I just tend myself to like to move further west. It seems like in North Carolina, sort of the further west you go, just the nicer the people are, the more down to earth they are. Just good old salt of the earth folks. I hope that has been a good representation. As I say, who knows? There may be some serial killer crawling up through the woods. So there's my disclaimer. If you don't know what you're going to get into, you don't know, there are always bad people everywhere, aren't there? But you just don't hear about much of anything bad happening here. And I like it. I personally like it. Like I said, I'm not from here. I'm from about 50, 60 miles from here. I've lived further down the state. Love the people down there. You're not going to go wrong. It's just good. Like I say, 4 seasons, nice mild weather. It's inexpensive. Crime rate is low. People are great. The churches are great. Pretty good eating for the most part. You're close to Charlotte if you want to go down there at International Airport. You're an hour and 10 minutes away. Asheville if you want to party, whatever else is an hour away. You got Winston-Salem about 75 minutes from here. Good place to go shop and see shows. You got Greensboro close. It's really a good. You got the Appalachian Mountains, which are, if you love the outdoors, if you love hiking, if you love fishing, hunting, just exploring. I just like to go fly my drones around in the mountains and show people how beautiful it is. If you like lake life, Lake James is here close. If you like arts and crafts, it's all over the place. You like music, plenty of music, plenty of things to do. Good weekend hometowns in the summers. Almost every little town has a concert series going on. Lots of lively downtown. The winters are not bad. We're having an ice storm here today as I record. This is February 4th, 2018. I just want to say you could go way worse than moving to Morganton, North Carolina. And as I've said before earlier in this video, a lot of people have done it. And I could even maybe supply some references of some folks that might want to get on here and tell you why they love living here. I meet them all the time. I'll be like riding around in a restaurant. Hey, you're Tony Lee Glenn. I came to Morganton because of your videos, which that's humbling and that's very cool. Wow, I feel like it's a big responsibility. So I'm trying to be honest here. The people will warm to you. Just be a friend. Hey, if anybody else wants to chime in on this, here's what I expect is going to happen. I expect we're going to have some like mean North Carolinians going to say they don't come here because a lot of people think that we have got it made here, and so we kind of keep on the down low about it. Not me. I welcome anybody that wants to come here. I think everyone can contribute to our community. And so, but then you're going to have a lot of people, I think, that will chime in and add additional thoughts on what you can do to fit in. Anyone who wants to add a thought, as long as you're not saying something mean and nasty that I think is totally out of line, I would love your contribution to this thread. And go ahead and maybe make another video or just put your thoughts in the comments below. Again, thanks for watching, folks. Peace to all who watch my videos, and do subscribe to my channel if you like, and keep coming back. Thanks to all of you.